Hey, hold up now, hold up. Don't you be trying to skip already. I want you to stick through this intro here because there's gonna be a lot of things I'm gonna talk about here that I want you to be able to follow with me, right? Number one, we're gonna be talking about 8 gaming headsets that are under $80. All of these, I came out fresh and started testing again. I don't just go back to my old videos and say, oh, hey, that's what I said about it there. But again, I want you to know that no, I'm not just reverting back to what I said then. I'm going off a fresh test right here, getting them on my head, one headset to the next one, and really talking about them that way. Another thing, I might miss some features and points on these headsets. As many as know, I do not script any of my videos. But if I do miss something here, if there's something more you wanted to hear about, I did do standalone videos on every single one of these headsets. So definitely, if there's one that you're really locked into, like, yeah, that's the one I think I want, make sure to go watch that standalone video because I dive deep into them right there. Here, we're gonna be briefly kind of going over them. But again, I don't script, so I might miss something here or there. Next thing I wanna make note of right here, as far as the mic test, I'm gonna compile all of the mic tests at the end. We'll go one to the other. Number one, because I just think it's gonna be better for the viewers right there, right? You're gonna be able to hear each headset, mic, and mic, you know what I mean? So you really be able to kind of compile them and see which one sounds the best, rather than have a one over here, and one over there. So again, all the mic tests will be at the very end of the video. And the last thing for this intro, I promise this is the last thing, and we'll dive into the headsets here. Thank you so much if you stuck through that intro, because again, I think there's some key points right there that are gonna help us stick together throughout this video. But the juicy part, last thing for this intro, is I'm gonna be doing a giveaway in this video for one of any of these headsets, right? I am gonna personally go out and buy the headset that the winner decides they want. You're gonna be able to pick one of these headsets, okay? How you're gonna be able to enter for this as well, comment down below which headset you like the best. That'll be your entry right there. But also, not just that, I don't want you to write X headset. I want you to write something that'll make me chuckle a little bit. Because let me tell you what, going through the comments sometimes, just reading headset, can get a little boring, to be honest. But if I get a little something to make me laugh, it makes it a whole lot more enjoyable for me. Just make sure you watch the video, because you'll have that Techne quiz. Of course, you know how to do it. I don't like giveaway accounts coming here. But again, whatever headset you pick and you put in the comments, I personally will go out, buy, and ship to you. This is not involving any company or anything. Again, I'll pay for it myself and ship it out. Hold up. Wait. One last thing I gotta cover as far as the intro here. One thing I was really focused on while I was testing these headsets, and I wanted to round them up here, I wanted to make sure every single headset can be used on every single platform. And all of these can, well, minus one. There's one you can't, right? I just ruined that whole thing. But anyways, these headsets you can use on all platforms, your Xbox, your PlayStation, whichever ones you have, your Mac, your Nintendo Switch, your PC. Again, you can use them on all of them. And for our first headset is the HyperX Cloud 2. This headset's been out forever, guys. I'm sure you guys are bored of hearing about it, but you just have to include it on these lists. It is such a good headset. Even today, this headset's been out for years, and it is still that good. Jumping right into the comfort, guys. Just putting this on, it's so comfortable. Me with a bald head, it just sits up there. Now, y'all know me, Techne, I love my swivel, right? And taking a look at this headset, well, you just don't have any swivel. It doesn't move. Now, you got your adjustment on your forks up there. Your ear cups go in and out and everything, but you don't have any adjustment that way, just that little pinch. So when I take this headset and put it on my head, I get a little bit of pressure up there. It doesn't really wrap around the backside. Now, that's gonna depend on head to head, different head shapes or whatnot, but it does really just sit up there. It is pretty stinking comfortable. And that goes right with the weight of the headset. Now, of course, we have our wire right there. We are looking at 294 grams. So if we throw the microphone in there, we're gonna get 308 grams or 306 grams. And with that light weight, with the combination of the very plush, soft headband and these nice plush ear cups, it just really feels like it's floating on your head. Now, these ear pads are fully pleather inside and out, so your ears get a little bit spicy, but I never have any issues with my ears touching the drivers or anything. Plenty big, as you can see right here, plenty wide, and as far as the depth, it's plenty fine. And also inside of there, it is soft. So again, if your ears do end up touching, they're not gonna really get pinched or hurt in there. And as far as the build of the HyperX headsets, I mean, just about every HyperX headset has been absolutely solid. I don't get worried at all twisting this up, bending it up. The only one point I've ever got worried about the HyperX Cloud 2s are these little plastic brackets outside. And the only way that's gonna affect you is if you constantly set down your headset, accidentally drop it, crack one of those, your headset headset will be kaputs right there. You know, they actually changed that in the HyperX wireless headset. They went straight metal and reduced or actually removed those metal brackets right there. I love how they did that. I wish they would do that on these right here. Now your 3.5 cable is unfortunately attached to this headset. You cannot remove it, but the cable is very thick, heavy duty braided cable. Again, going right into that 3.5, which you can plug right into your controller or whatever device you have. Now the HyperX Cloud 2s, as you see on the box here, you also get that little sound card adapter where you control your volume, your 7.1, your microphone, all that stuff. Really cool to have that, but that goes in via USB. Again, I like it being 3.5, where again, you can use it on every single platform. And unfortunately, that's one downfall of this headset. When you go 3.5, well, there's no controls on the headset. No volume controls, no mic mute, no nothing. You got to control it through your console. And that's a bit of a bummer. That's where this headset really becomes dated in my eyes right there. But the sound on the HyperX Cloud 2s is way above its time. Even talking about this headset's been out for years. Holy smokes, the crispness of it, just the detail. It does everything right for any game. It really does. Now, it's not bass heavy. If anything, I'd say there's maybe a little bit more highs than bass. It's not this thumpy bass. It's this hitting bass, you know what I mean? And again, it works out for any game, whether that be a story game, me playing Forbidden West, me playing Destiny with a lot of action going on, or even a racing game or a sports game. You get the dialogue, you get the action, you get the immersion. Again, the sound of the HyperX headset is just, the Cloud 2s right here, it's just, wow. Again, it shocks me being out way back when and still having that quality sound that still lives up to this day. What a complete win. Now, the HyperX Cloud 2 MSRP is $100, but let me tell you what, they're pretty much never $100, right? You can hop on Amazon or whatever, and you can always snag these for right around 60 to 70 bucks. All right, so I might have got a little carried away and kind of dragged on to talk about the HyperX Cloud 2s. I apologize for that. Again, as I told you guys, I don't script, and when I talk about tech, I just nerd out in front of the camera, and I absolutely love talking headsets, so you all know I can kind of ramble on a little bit. But anyways, let's go to our next headset right here, the Turtle Beach Recon 500. I really love this headset. Number one, the aesthetics. I just think it looks really cool. It does, but of course that doesn't matter, right? Let's kick it off with the comfort. Putting this headset on your head, it sits on your head, right? It's not uncomfortable. It's not pinching me. The clamping force is definitely light to medium right there. Well, the best way for me to explain this when this headset is on your head, it's like a hat. Right? It's not hurting you, it's not uncomfortable, but you know it's there. That's kind of what this is like. Again, I kind of feel it sitting there because the clamping force is pretty light. Now, when you look at this headset, again, you have that full swivel all the way flat right here, a little bit forward, ear cups in and out, the adjustment right over here, and it's holding its position really, really nice. And taking a look at the ear pads, plenty big, plenty wide, plenty deep, and the great thing is they're fully cloth, inside and out right there. So they're gonna be very nice and breathable for you. Also very easy to change. You can just pull them off and everything. But again, very deep, very wide, very plush, just very soft when you put them on the head. Now, as far as weight of the Recon 500s, they are gonna come in at 342 grams with our cable. I was dancing around a little bit. With our microphone, we're gonna get 354 grams. Now, as far as build of this headset, you see a lot of plastic here. You got the metal reinforced headband adjustment, but still, they use this really soft plastic up at the top so it can bow out whenever you're pulling, because that's how you're gonna pull it getting on your head, right? Bam, pull it out. That's what you're gonna be doing every single time you're gaming. So it's nice to have that real flexible plastic up there. It relieves the tension off these joints over there. It really does, which is nice. And again, I can twist it up and I really don't get worried. I like the build. It feels very solid in your hand. Now, as far as features and functions on the Recon 500s, over here on the left ear cup, you have your mic mute button. You press it in and press it out to mute. Now, I wish it did recess a little bit more. I don't know if the camera can catch it, but right now it's active. Again, I doubt the camera can even catch it. Bam, and now it's muted. I wish it went in a little bit more so it's a little easier to decipher whenever you're mid-game. But anyways, nice little control over there. You have your volume at the bottom down here. Bottom's out at the lowest, top's out at the highest. Again, your 3.5 cable is attached, not removable, but again, nice heavy duty braided. And of course, your microphone is removable, as you can see. Now, as far as sound on the Recon 500s, oh my, it is so fun. They're using like these dual Eclipse drivers or something like that. But talking about it, it is such a punchy, in-your-face sound. It's really awesome. It really is. Now there is one situation with this that I didn't like too much. So me playing a lot of Destiny, right? Destiny can get a little bit chaotic here and there, you know what I mean? So you're mid-battle, you got a lot of enemies swarming up on you. It'll kind of remove some of that detail, and you kind of get like this jumble of enemies, if that makes sense, right? So again, you're getting all this punch right here, and then some of that detail will kind of dissipate a little bit there in that one quick moment. But if you're playing a game and it's like story racing or something like that, and you kind of got this steady type of sound going, you know, where you don't got, say, enemies swarming you a whole bunch, it is so fun, it's so punchy, it's so detailed. But me playing Destiny, again, the dialogue came out there. It was just those certain instances where there's a bunch of chaos going on. But man, they are loud, they are punchy, they are in your face. This headset was so fun to use across every platform in game. Now the Recon 500s are fairly new. They're coming at $80. I really haven't seen them on sale much, but again, at that MSRP of $80, heck, if you catch them on sale, you got an absolute deal. But even at $80, I do think this headset packs a great value. It's just, again, a very fun headset, and in the hand, it feels like, again, a very premium product. Next headset on our list is the Razer Kyra X. I love this headset, I really do. Short, sweet, to the point. If you're looking for a competitive headset, more geared towards highs, more for footsteps or something, say if you're playing like Rainbow Six, something like that, this is gonna do it. But let's not jump into sound. Let's go and talk about the comfort here. Looking at this headset, you have that swivel, right? You got that adjustment on your arm right over here, and then your ear cups go in and out. But let's take a look at these ear cushions here. Holy smokes, they are jumbo. They really are. Take a look at that depth. Hopefully you can catch that in the camera. These guys are deep. They are so stinking soft. These are like pillows on your head. And you got that cloth sports material on the outside right there. Little bit of pleather far inside, but still very, very breathable. Now the headband is just this little teensy little bit right in the middle, same cloth material. But that doesn't really affect me, even me with the bald head right here. When I put it on, it sits kind of right there in the middle. But I think if you got like a wider head towards the top, that might be an issue with that only little pinch of headband. You might feel some of that plastic right there. I don't know. Again, me with the bald head, it sits perfectly in that middle position. And the weight of the Kraken X is gonna come in at 272 grams. And on the Kraken X, the microphone and 3.5 cable are permanently attached. You cannot remove either of them, which is a little bit of a stinker. But again, when you put it on with that lightweight and everything, it's just, I love putting this headset on my head, guys. I really do. Like when you get, I don't know, guys, you think it's corny, right? But I get little nerd chills when I put something on and I completely nerd out about it, right? Now, as far as build, I can't give it the best rating, but I'm going to give it a good rating, right? So I want to show you this here. You see me stretch it out, and then again, the only reason I show this is because I want to show you weak points doing this over time. Now, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but right up here, you get a little bit of separation of the plastic constantly stretching out, because this headset is completely plastic. From here to your forks, up to your arm, to your adjustment, all the way up into your headband. But again, I can't give it like that amazing build quality because, well, our 3.5's attached, whatever, they all have been so far, but this one's a little bit thinner right there. And again, where I see that separation makes me a pinch nervous, but me personally, I would push all that aside because this headset is so stinking comfortable when you put it on your head. And topping it off, the sound of this headset. Whew. Like I stated in the beginning when we started talking about it, if you're looking for something for competitive, this is gonna do it. It's definitely geared more towards the highs. So you're looking for something real punchy, potent, and immersive for like a story game or something like that, say Destiny even, right? You don't really get that here. Now it's fun using it in Destiny, it really is, but you're gonna really hear more of that high pitched of your weapon, the reload and stuff like that, the screeching of the enemies. Talking about a racing game is really potent on tire squeal, turbo spooling, crowd cheering, stuff like that. It's very potent in that. I would gear this, again, towards competitive. Say if you're playing Fortnite, you want those footsteps. You're playing Rainbow Six, absolute win right here. Call of Duty, you want to hear those reloads and stuff. That's what this is going to do. But again, if you don't want that punchy, bassy headset, even playing a story game, you're going to get that detailed environment right here. No joke. I absolutely love this one. Now the Razer Kyra X is coming at an MSRP of only $60. Wow, I love seeing that. Something like this coming at that kind of price, I love it. Now, this also comes in multiple colors. You can get like red, blue, bright yellow, green, black, and then this white. Yo, I need to get that red set. They look stinking sharp, you know? But again, MSRP at 60 bucks. But lately, and I'm talking for a while, I've been seeing them down around $45. And at 45 bucks, talk about a stinking steal. What an absolute win. Again, I love it at 60 bucks. This headset gets a complete win. Now, the next headset on our list is the Logitech G335. I definitely wish I had a different color here. Talking about comfort of this headset, really interesting. It has how to adjust on its arms. It just slides up and down. You really don't see any bracket up there or whatever. I really like that. Pretty cool. Yeah, a little bit of movement in that ear cup there, just a pinch. As far as adjusting your headband, you can see it's right over here. It clips off and you make it tighter or looser. So you just got that little nice soft ski band floating up there. These ear cushions, taking a look at the dimensions, plenty long, plenty wide, plenty deep. Now, they are incredibly soft and slightly memory foamy. So if you see them, how slow they take to come up right there, cloth inside and outside all the way around, so they're going to be very breathable on you. And the weight of this headset is going to be 218 grams. Our microphone is permanently attached, and so is the 3.5 cable. So they are incredibly lightweight. And again, with that combination of that little ski band up there and these ear pads, when you put this headset on, like, whew, it's like, it seriously feels like when you go to bed and you sink your head into a pillow. That's exactly what it feels like. It is incredibly comfortable. Even though we got that minimal adjustment in the ear pads, we don't got that full swivel, yo, it just sinks into your head. It is so incredibly stinking cozy. Now, as far as build of this, being one piece right here, again, we kind of stretch to here. When you start stretching it out, the ear cup ends up going down. Now, the headset's completely plastic, as well as you have seen right here. So again, talking about putting it on your head over and over and over, are we getting some wear within on that bracket? I'm not too sure, I can't see it, but that would probably make me a little bit worried over time. But other than that, that's your only one connection point. You don't got this extra swivel up here, this extra adjustment up there. It's really just that one little piece. All in all, I'll give it a pass as far as the build. Now, the features and functions on the G335, you have your volume wheel on the back left ear cup, bottoms out at the lowest, tops out at the highest. Your microphone is permanently attached again, flip down to active, flip up to mute. Nice little rubber, little moldable right there and everything. Really nice to again be able to flick it up to mute it. And again, your 3.5 is attached. It is a little rubber cable. It feels a little chintzy. Now, how about the sound of the G335? This is a headset that I would gear more towards definitely a casual gamer, someone that just wants to hop on here and there, have a good experience with the headset on the head, and not really kind of be bothered with it, you know what I mean? You got this nice, lightweight, very comfortable headset. Again, it's gonna work on any platform. That's what I'm really gonna gear towards. It's not, you don't got it bass potent, it's not high potent. I'm not gonna say it's flat and muddy and just this hollow sound that sounds like this, you know what I mean? It's not like that by any means. You get everything, you're gonna have fun with everything, but it's not gonna do anything extra. You're not getting any extra highs, you're not getting any extra bass, you're getting this. Kinda, would we compare it to like, I don't know, say if you're listening to like a sound bar, I don't know, because you can really tweak those. I don't know a good example, but that's the best way I can say it, is it's going to give you what you need for your gaming situation. But I would definitely gear it more towards like the casual person who just wants to hop on it and have a good time. You're not looking for any competitive advantage. You're not looking for any crazy immersion. You're just gonna be able to enjoy the situation. The Logitech G335 MSRP comes in at 70 bucks. I don't know if I really can justify and back up that $70 MSRP, especially considering some of the other ones we just looked at or we're gonna be looking at right there. I don't think I can really justify that, but the current sale price, you can find them all day long around the 40s, 45, and I love that price tag for this headset. The next headset on our list, we're gonna bring it back to Turtle Beach with the Recon 200 Gen 2s. If y'all been with my channel for a while, the original Recon 200s made it on my top headset list as well, under 100 bucks. But the Gen 2s, I feel like they really did some solid improvements right here. And that starts off with the comfort, with these ear pads. As you can see, the dimensions right here, plenty fine, plenty deep, very nice and plush. You can see right here, they are fully cloth on the outside, on the inside, nice and breathable and very plush and soft. Now they stuck with the same headband. You got that little bit of pleather up there, but again, it's plenty fine. You have that swivel, bam, all the way out. a little bit in right here, and your ear cups go in and out. And the weight on the Recon 200s are going to come in at 250 or 260 grams. Microphones attached, and so is our 3.5 cable. Now, one of the biggest drawbacks of the original Recon 200s, minus the ear cushions right there, was the clamping force. Yo, these things were incredibly tight, and I really feel like they loosen them up right here. Like, I mean, unless my head got skinnier, I don't know, you know? But they're just very comfortable. They get on there, and they just sit there. They're not bothering me anywhere. My head's not bothering me. I'm not getting any pressure points right here. I can really use this for a long session. Again, I got nice breathable ear cushions. Very, very comfortable. I love the improvements they did on this as far as comfort. Now, as far as build of the Recon 200s, I really don't get too worried about them. Again, I can twist them up, bend them up. They put that lightweight plastic up there so you have that flex point. Again, talking about putting it on and off, that's where it's going to relieve the stress points over here. So it's bendable up here, removes the stress points over here, whereas you see most of those break points on gaming headsets. Now looking at features and functions here, you have quite a few on this headset. All on the back left ear cup, you have your volume control, bottoms out at the lowest, tops out at the highest, mic monitoring, bottoms out at the lowest, tops out at the highest. Now you do have a power button over here. Why? On a wired headset, which by the way, your 3.5 cable is attached, and again, it's one of those little chintzy rubber cables. But anyways, back to the power button. You got PlayStation and Xbox. It really doesn't matter. You can put them on one or the other. Xbox always gets you a little bit more punch. And then you also have your charging port down here. Microphone, flip down to use, flip up to mute. So why do you have to charge them, and why do you have a power button? Well, these guys got like the little built-in amp, little booster within there. And let me tell you what, we'll talk about that sound, but whew, hot dog, do they really punch into your ears right there. Now, as great as that is, and again, the sound on these are just incredibly punchy, but one thing I don't like about it personally is I always forget to turn the power off after I'm done using it. I leave it right there. Again, it's a wired headset that has to be charged. It just messes with my head, right? I mean, that could be a personal thing right there, but every time I use them, even during this test, I forgot to turn them off, so my battery's always dead. But when that battery was charged and I was using these, playing a lot of Destiny, wow, talk about in-your-face sound. I mean, it was punchy. It was hitting there, you know what I mean? It was an absolute blast. This is one of the headsets I actually had to turn the volume down quite a bit because it was so stinking loud. And that's what you're looking for, that in-your-face type of gaming, like a race car game or something, a racing game, and you want to feel like you're in that car. That's what this does right here. You want to feel like you're in that environment. That's what this is going to do. Now, yes, it is a little bit too much sometimes, kind of going right back to the other Turtle Beach one we talked about. Like if you get into that jumbled situation where you got just all this heckness that's going on around you, it kind of overtakes some of the detail or dialogue if there's dialogue going on in that situation. Talk about me playing Horizon Forbidden West. If I'm battling one of the bots, the dinosaur bots right there, you know, and someone's talking in the background, it was kind of hard to kind of catch that dialogue. That was probably the one downfall right here. But again, if you're really just playing that real potent, punchy game and you want to feel like you're in the game, that's what this does as far as sounding. Whew! It's an earful. Now the Recon 200 is coming at a very reasonable MSRP of only $60 right there. But lately, the Gen 2s, you can find them right around $40. And I call out these the sale prices, guys. You guys like, who cares, right? But again, starting at that MSRP, it's such a great value. But even these sale prices I call out are sale prices I have been watching and seeing for quite a frequent amount of time, which is why I bring them up. And again, at MSRP or a sale price, you have a win right here. All right, so where are we now? We have 2 headsets left. Let's start with this one here. Now this headset, guys, I did not plan on putting this on my list. I was looking on online. I started looking at some prices. I was like, wow, that thing's been at that price for so long. I said, let me bust it out of the closet, test it out again. I remember my standalone review. It wasn't anything that really blew me away. It was fun, but it wasn't like, you know. Anyways, that, guys, is the Logitech G435. Is that right? 435. The Logitech G4. Golly, I wish I had a different color again. The price on this right now is phenomenal. It's been that price for so long. We'll talk about that at the end. But why this is on my list when I didn't plan on it being on my list is when I took it out to test it, I never caught myself saying, yo, let me get it off my head, or God, I just don't want to test this. I kept on gaming with it. And that starts with the comfort here. I mean, wow, you know, I can't start anywhere else. Even before we talk about the ear pads, I got to start with the weight here, guys. Let's take a look at this here. 162 grams. I mean, no stinking joke, guys. This headset is so incredibly lightweight. I absolutely love it. And when you take a closer look at the headset, you can kind of see where they came up with that lightweight. Well, it's pretty much all plastic. You just have this little flexible cloth up here as far as the headband, and that might be the one drawback. I wish there was a little bit more padding up here, because you do feel that plastic coming through. It's kind of like just cloth with no padding. That's the one downfall here. Now, looking at these ear pads, plenty long, plenty wide, plenty deep. Now, you don't have anything inside. It's all just straight driver. So again, if you got deeper or wider ears, whatever you call it, you might feel that in there. But these ear pads are so comfortable. They're definitely like memory foamish right there. And that's where all your adjustment is as well. Just like the other Logitech we saw. It just slides right on those brackets. You got a little bit of moving right there. That's really your only other point. Everything else is just that solid plastic. You have like two pieces. Now, me talking about feeling it up on the top of my head, I got a bald head, so if you got any sort of hair, you're not gonna feel that. That's not gonna be an issue for you at all. Me with the bald head, I feel that little bit of plastic, but it's not hurting me. It's not annoying. Again, I wish there was a little bit of cushion up there. Now, as far as build, as I showed you, it's pretty much just two pieces. You got your headband, then you got your ear cup. That's where it's all moving. Whenever you stretch it out, I don't get worried, because again, it's just that one piece of very lightweight plastic. Now, over time, will that connection joint in there give way, kind of like we saw in the other Logitech one? I don't know. Only time will tell. Or how abusive are you on your products here? Again, I feel like the build is very solid. And again, you just kind of put it on. It's like, again, it's like you're throwing on a hat. That's exactly what this feels like. Wow. Absolutely awesome. I love this. Now, as far as features and functions, all on the back left ear cup, you have your power button, your volume up and down, and then you have your microphone button, or you can hold it down and it's going to pair it up to the dongle. You got USB-C charging, and then you have dual microphones over here, which we'll again listen to at the end of the video. Now, one of the great features on this headset is, again, well, it's wireless by your dongle here, but you can also use this Bluetooth. Sync it up to your phone, your iPad, whatever. So if you're just sitting in a room, bam, you want to slap them on, you're on the transit, whatever, you can use them like that, get home, bam, and you're on to gaming right there. Now, unfortunately, no, you can't use them simultaneously, which is a bit of a stinker right there. So say if you're playing your game and you want to listen to some music or get a call or something like that, you can't. It's either one or the other. Now, let's go and talk about the sound of this headset. I mean, this headset's just blowing us all away. It's blowing me away. Again, it blew me away, hence it being on this list right here. It really shocked me again pulling it out. Now, the sound of this headset might be one of the biggest drawbacks. It's not bad, you know. Again, it's right here. It's doing that kind of like the other Logitech one, you know. It's I put it on and I never caught myself saying, let me take it off, or hey, it's not doing what I need, or hey, the sound is horrible. It wasn't doing that, but it wasn't exciting. It wasn't anything like, oh man, that was super cool, or man, that immersion, or oh, that detail. It wasn't everything like that. It was just right here doing what a headset, I guess, should do, right? Just giving you what you need, nothing more. And I felt like, I was kind of like, should I put it on this list then? But again, giving you what you need, the features, functions, the comfort and everything outweigh that. You know, it's not bad sound. Don't catch me saying that. It's not bad sound. It's passable sound. And again, I call it as that maybe more casual gamer, that multitasker. You're out traveling or something like that. You're doing more than just gaming. Man, it really does it. It really does. I never caught myself saying, it's that bad I want to get it off. Now, the Logitech G435 MSRP is $80. And I really do think it backs up that price for that person that's looking for this, right? Features, functions, comfort, kind of more casual, not really looking for anything else right here, just looking for this right here, you know? Now, lately, this headset has been $60, and it's been $60 for a long time. And at $60, I really, really like it. At $80, I would say make sure it's what you're looking for. You want those features, functions, that comfortable, just kind of be able to hang out with your headset a little bit, not looking for anything crazy, you're going to be happy with this. And the last headset on our list, and my number one pick, the one I like the best, is the Corsair HS65. And why the Corsair HS65 is my number one pick? Well, it just has so much going for it. Number one, talking about the comfort. As you see, you have that full swivel right there. Ear cups go in and out. Your adjustment around in these brackets, nice and firm in there, so it's going to hold its position. Now, taking a look at these ear pads, nice and long, nice and wide, and nice and deep. I don't have any issues with my ears fitting in here. Now, you see, you got that silky material on the outside as well. Pleather on the outside, pleather on the inside, but if the camera can pick it up, you see those little holes, little perforated holes? That's gonna help that hot air just kind of breathe out throughout those. Very comfortable. Memory foam, as you see, just kind of slowly bowing up right there. Now, as far as the headband, very nice and plush, fully pleather, but look at all that. Look at all that cushion up there. You're definitely at that medium clamping force. It's not hurting with glasses. It holds its position really tight right there. You see I'm having to use 2 hands to pull it out. So that's nice. It's not gonna accidentally adjust on you. Now, as far as build of this headset, well, the build is very solid. Let me show you right here. Talking about these arms going right over here and then up into here, that is all metal, right? Our key points right here and right here are metal. Now this grate is metal as well, but our ear cup's plastic, up here is plastic. Your little reinforced headband adjustment is metal. So again, our key points are all really solid metal. Now the weight of this headset is going to come in at 258 grams. Now kind of combining the build with the comfort there, one thing I want to point out is like, say when I do my little stress test, even if we'll expand this all the way, which it gets plenty big, so you can pull it out and you see, watch me do this. All you're seeing is this whole part bowing out. The headband moves not at all. Not at all. And when you put it on your head, well, I got to make it smaller now, but when you put it on your head, you feel it kind of wrap around up there, right? So I think where this will affect, this is, again, kind of comfort in build. Again, the build is solid, hands down. But again, with this not adjusting and being that tight U shape there, if you have a bigger head or a really full head of hair, not like myself, I think that might affect you a little bit. So that might be something you have to look into. But other than that, the build and the comfort, for me at least, is solid on this headset. Now, features and functions, well, you got a volume wheel on the back left ear cup, tops out at the highest, bottoms at the lowest. Your 3.5 cable is attached. Again, a rubber cable, but this one's a little bit thicker and it kind of holds its shape, which is, I don't know, a little annoying. Your microphone, flip down to active and flip up to mute. And why I state that cable is a little bit annoying, even with the extensive time I've been using this headset in my standalone review or even using them here, it still holds its kinks out of the package, you know what I mean? And it is a thicker cable, which we like for durability, but it's also quite long. I wish it was shorter, maybe like yay length. I can plug it in controller, be good, and they included an extender. But no, you just got this really long, bulky cable right out of the box. Now let's talk about sound of the HS65 here, guys. Now I am talking about this going 3.5. The HS65s, you can also use USB, which is gonna be geared more towards PC players. So you can get in there and dabble with IQ, a really cool thing. This is so cool, guys, is they have this thing here called Sound ID. Go check it out in my standalone review, but you can get into software and you pick like this class of song or sound effects, whatever right there, and then you do this little test. Oh, I like that, A or B. Which one do you like sounds better? And you go through probably about like, I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 questions. So do you like A or B? Do you like this one or this one? How does it sound? And you get this sound at the end, which is really cool because a lot of people don't want to mess with the EQs. You can see all these sliders and everything, like what's going on, you know? And it really works because when I did it, it came out to the sound that I would prefer. Like as far as my EQ curve, it was just, I love what they're doing there. That is super, super cool. And I hope they pull that out and again, implement that in a lot more headsets. But again, not even talking about this headset using USB because I'm not focusing on one platform here. Again, talking about using on every platform going straight 3.5. Holy scrambled bananas. This headset sounds so good. Now, I've stated through this video, sound is subjective, right? I'm talking about me. This is my number one. That doesn't mean it's going to be your number one, right? That doesn't mean this is the best. Heck, one of those could be the best to you. This is the best to me, right? And the sound of this was just so, it was so exciting, guys. It was so detailed, crispy, in your face. It was just like, oh man, playing Destiny, it was just like, I wanted to keep doing missions because it was so exciting, you know? It was just, wow, it was so full playing a Horizon Forbidden West and everything. I got the environment, I got the detail, I got the dialogue. It was so crispy, nothing was really overdone. It's definitely geared more towards highs, hands down geared more towards highs, but you have that crispy back end. You really have that crispy back end. It's not rumbly or overdone, it's not full. Again, definitely geared more towards highs. And for me, what I'm currently playing at the moment, which is the majority Destiny and a lot of Halo, it did it great. Again, the best way to class this headset is it is so exciting. Now, the Corsair HS65s just recently came out, and their MSRP is $80, right? Now, if you're on PC and you're primarily a PC player and you can take advantage of every single feature this is packing, even using a USB dongle, the Sound ID and all that stuff, yo, I think it justifies it hands down. Now, if you're mainly a console player, yeah, it still justifies it, but you got to understand you're still paying for those other features and you're not going to be able to utilize them. So I just want to be straightforward with you guys. So some of you might be like, oh, why don't I get the Corsair HS55s? They just miss some things, like you're dealing with all plastic, your ear pads are full pleather. It's not just the sound, you're losing a lot more going from the 55s to the 65s. So again, if you're on PC primarily, hands down, complete recommendation. If you're not, just kind of think about it. Are you going to be able to justify those extra kind of build, the ear cushions and everything if you're just on console? All right, and now for all of our mic tests right here. I'm not going to go in any certain order. I'm just going to go right down our stack and we'll test them that way. And we're kicking it off with the Logitech G435 wireless one. Again, this is the one with the dual microphones. It's got the one up front and then the one on the sound. Just kind of what's going to help reduce some of that hollowness, but you're still going to get that phone call or that earbud type of effect where you're talking forward, but the microphone still has to pick you up back here. So you can get a little bit of that distant kind of, I don't want to say echoey, but kind of tinny sound. Because again, we're talking here, but our microphones are over here. And you have that mute button on the back. I have a fan running, some trucks running outside out there, so you might be able to hear those as well. But anyways, this is the microphone on the Logitech G435. And now you're hearing a microphone from the HyperX Cloud 2 gaming headset. Again, this microphone is detachable and it's really nice and moldable wherever you go. It holds a position on a dime in each spot. Now, it also includes that windscreen right there. Really nice to kind of reduce some of the P's and T's. Now, the stinker of this headset, again, like I stated when we were talking about it, is, well, if you're running 3.5 like we are right now, which is going to keep it fair game across all of them, minus the wireless one we just tested, right? But there's no controls on the headset. You have to be using the USB sound card, which you have your controls on there as well. So I would like an update on this with, again, a volume wheel if you're running 3.5, then a mute button. I think that will be great right there. But all in all, you have been hearing the microphone on the HyperX Cloud 2s. And now you're hearing the microphone on the Logitech G335, and good mercy, I keep saying it over and over, this headset is so incredibly stinking cozy. I just wish it was a different color, right? But anyways, as far as this microphone, it's flip down to active, flip up to mute. Right there, you get actually a little click. It's not a tone or audible tone, it's just a click, so you do know when it's fully muted. But one really neat thing I love about this microphone is, like, I'm looking straight forward at my screen or whatever. I'm looking at the camera right now. I don't see the microphone at all. I love that. I don't like these big old microphones that are right in front of my face. I feel like some sort of pilot or something, you know. It's non-existent. I honestly don't even know it's there, you know. Now, I did listen to this mic playback once before, and it definitely sounds quite tinny, quite airy, almost like a phone call. That's kind of what it sounds like, a phone call. There's really no bass or anything in it. It just sounds, again, kind of tinny like a phone call. But again, it's doing what it needs to do. It's plenty clear. I can know it's you if that's what I'm hearing. And again, I like how it's flip up to mute and out of my way. And all in all, that is the microphone on the Logitech G335. So our next mic test was going to be the Turtle Beach Recon 200s right here. Now, again, I don't have them charged because I accidentally left the switch on right there, so I got no juice in them. Now, you can use this headset even without juice. You leave it in right there, and you're still going to get your 3.5. You're just not going to get that back-end boost, right? Now, when I was doing my mic test right here, I listened to a playback with, again, no power on or anything, and I was getting this really wicked hum. So I'm not sure if that, again, is because there's no power. I don't know if that's affecting or anything. So we're going to bypass this. I'm going to go on and plug it in and charge it while we go through the rest of them right here. Come back with a little bit of juice and see if I don't get that. But again, while I was testing it without power, I was getting a hum. And if you're curious about that hum, what it sounds like, well, this is just a short example of what it sounds like. It was quite annoying. So let's charge them and see if we can get better results. All right, so we now have enough juice on the Recon 200 to do a microphone test here. Again, you could use a microphone without any juice, just seeing right there. And let me tell you what, you know, you got the side tone on this I showed you in the features. I'm actually getting that hum in my headset right now. Now that I got them powered on, where's the side tone? So I'm going to turn side tone down. Okay, so it's all the way down right now. So I'm not getting that hum in my headset. I want to see, are we still getting a hum in the microphone right now? Because I am not in the headset. Now that side tone's back up, I am hearing that hum. So again, we're testing this together and seeing what we're going to get here with the Recon 200s. This is the microphone we're hearing. And now you're hearing the microphone on the Razer Kraken X right here. Again, this microphone is attached. You can't remove it. A little bit of a stinker because I think the styling is pretty cool. It would be pretty cool to be able to detach it and then you use it wherever you want. Not really looking like a gaming headset, you know. But again, your microphone switch is on the back. It's actually a clicky switch, not a button, which I do like because I can always tell, hey, if it's down, it's muted. If it's up, it's active, yada, yada, rather than just having a little button to press right there, you know. But again, this is the microphone. The windscreen is included, which is really nice, especially for someone like me with a lot of P's and T's when I talk. Kind of reduces that and takes away some of that echo in the background right there. But all in all, this is the microphone on a Razer Kraken X. All right, and now the Turtle Beach Recon 500. This definitely has the tiniest microphone right here. It is detachable, so you can remove it if you want. And again, this one has that mute button right on the side. Now, right, I can feel it sticking out. Honestly, I can. And when I press it in, it kind of becomes flush. It's an absolute minute amount, you know what I mean? I wish it kind of came out more and went in more so I can clearly decipher right there because you get no tone in the headset or anything, you know? I don't know, maybe me being nitpicky, just something I would like to see right there, you know? But again, the microphone's removable, so if you never used it, it's not there. It's not in my vision at all. I'm not sure if it'll need a windscreen or not. Again, I talk with a lot of P's and T's and, you know, me kind of rambling on quite a bit. I get kind of gassed, so I'm not sure if you guys are hearing me kind of breathing in the background right there. But all in all, this is the microphone on the Turtle Beach Recon 500s. And now we are hearing the Corsair HS65 microphone. Again, plugged right 3.5. We're not using a sound card where you can dabble with the mic even further if you're on PC. Just straight 3.5 to keep it fair. Now, one thing just that's coming to mind right here, while I'm talking about this, I've talked about the microphones. I like them when they're not in my vision. This one is in my vision. It's right there, and I clearly see it. Now, it's not distracting or anything. If I pull it further in, which is probably getting quite loud right now I don't see it, but I kind of like my mics a little bit away so you don't hear me huffing in a tense moment in the game, you know what I mean? Now, this microphone is flip up to mute, flip down to active. You don't get any tone in the headset or anything like that, but it is cool that it is flip up right there. Again, I just wish that the microphone wasn't so much in my vision. Maybe if I pull it like that, it's totally out of my vision. Can you guys still hear me? I don't know. I got it twisted all the way down and around there. All right, and now you're hearing the Razer Black Shark V2X microphone right here. Now, this one is attached. It's not really in my vision. I see a little bit down here, but you can definitely scooch it down and it's out of your way. It has that included windscreen, which you can take off if you want. Again, I really like them. And honestly, listening to some of these mic test playback here, as far as the Razer ones, I think I would give the win to the Razer and then again the Corsair HS65, but I would still give the hand to the Razer microphones. I don't know, they just sound a lot more natural, a lot more true to me right there, blocking out a lot of that outside noise and everything like that. It's just a really good, true sound. So there we go, the best budget gaming headsets. Well, we can say under $80. And I don't want any of us out there to get discouraged when you hear the word budget or cheap or something like that. That doesn't mean any of these headsets are horrible pieces of trash. When you're talking about that, it's just a headset underneath a certain price range. You might just be missing some features compared to some of the higher end ones. All of these headsets pack an absolute punch. And again, the best headset's gonna be up to you. And that's what I wanna hear down in the comments. Which one of these, out of our pick, do you like the most as far as me talking about them right here? Or maybe if you went to a store, you tested them out, which one do you like? And that's what's gonna enter you for the giveaway. Just comment in that down below, which one you like the best out of these. Write me something funny so I have a good time going through the comments and I'm not bored out of my mind. You know what I mean? And that's what's going to enter you. Now, unfortunately, as you all know, shipping has to be US because shipping overseas or heck, even to Canada is an arm and a leg. The shipping would cost more than the headset just for a peace of mind. So you know right there. If you are overseas and you're willing to pay for the shipping and you got someone stateside that can ship to you, you let me know and you can still join that way, you know what I mean? Or we can work something out right there. But all in all, thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video. I hope I helped you out. If you want a deeper dive into any of these headsets, like I stated, go watch my standalone review because I go deep into each and every single one of these headsets. So again, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope I helped you out. If I did, hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Hope I catch you in the next one. Bye now.